Ah, New Jersey Collectacon. What an unforgettable adventure. It was totally worth the heat exhaustion and the smell of thousands of people that bared the indoor heat while searching for those special cards to enhance their collections. I didn't take much video inside the venue due to the fact I was busy all weekend working the super busy MetaZoo booth. What you will see in this video is me doing what collectors do best. Anything they can to obtain their dream cards. Nights of ripping pack after pack like a crazy person, hoping to check another card off my never-ending list of collecting goals is one of the reasons why I love this hobby. I'll also be talking about the people I met, the special moments I witnessed, and all the monumental potential that MetaZoo has. The future's bright. Here's a bird's eye view of me ripping 100 MetaZoo convention packs shortly after the end of Collectacon Day 1. I started this venture around midnight so I could piece together completed sets so I can turn in for promos on Day 2. Time was running out, so I had to stay up late to do this. I sped up the video by 3x just so you don't have to sit through 100 plus pack openings. I also had some cards left over from my last convention, probably I would say maybe almost enough for 3 additional sets, but I was missing a few cards per set. So those cards are also added in here. You'll notice that every so often I'll pull one of the sketch cards, aka the best looking cards in MetaZoo right now. And if I were to guess, I would say you pull one sketch pack every 7 to 10 packs of convention cards on average. At least that's what it was for me. My goal here is to collect all 30 of the sketch cards so I can leave Collectacon, New Jersey with my very first sketch promo. I'm driving myself crazy deciding between the Dragon of Encanto Falls and Hodag. I can't decide which card I want more, and it's a real problem. But let's not get ahead of myself because putting together 30 of the sketch cards is not an easy task. It's proving to be a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. The best part of Collectacon for me was meeting members of the community. And I apologize if I leave anyone out, but there were a lot of them. The MetaZoo community has a strong core of good people, from people who work the booth to content creators that drove 8 hours to be here. It was a jam-packed weekend of casters and collectors. Trementic held the place down as DPD-19 manned the prize wheel all weekend. Pat Sajak, watch out, there's a new Wheel of Fortune master in town. MetaDoom and MetaZoo Wizard taught many people how to play the game, and Anonymous Bob was hyping up the game to convention goers who stopped by the booth to ask questions about MetaZoo. TMX made the trip with his spoiler card in hand, and I cannot stress enough how nice of a soul he is. He's just a really good guy. And Cryptids drove 8 hours just to go to White Castle. He also stopped into Collectacon for a second to say hi, but I'm 100% sure it was mostly for the White Castle burgers. Catcher slid through, fully decked out in a Loveland Frogman costume and movie-quality staff. It's safe to say he's ready for torrential tides. KBDX Tokyo took a 3-hour journey to get one of the coolest doodles I've seen on MetaZoo memorabilia. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but it's freaking awesome. I've met him at 2 Collectacons so far, and let me tell you, he's always thinking outside the box in terms of collecting. Last convention, he was the first person to think of stamping the convention pack promo cards with the MetaZoo stamp. In this convention, he outdid himself with a super unique autograph on a Nightfall Mothman card, as well as that memorabilia doodle that I talked about earlier. And I can't wait to see his video when it drops. I also got to meet many people from the Discord server. Rom stopped by and had some fun at the convention pack table. Collector showed up with visions of sketch card promos on his mind and a case of some of the coolest slabs I've ever seen. I hope to run into these guys at future conventions. Oh, and every single one of these guys were trading cards and making the community special. We all traded cards, and they definitely helped me with some of the sketch cards I was looking for. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Jet Yates was the artist this weekend, and she was at the table signing tons of cards and drawing some amazing MetaZoo characters all weekend long. That awesome Uktena card in the beginning of my video was what I picked up from her this convention. Make sure you have her draw on some of your cards next time you attend an event. She really does an amazing job. Okay, now I want to tell you guys 3 really cool MetaZoo moments I witnessed this weekend. These were moments that I know made a few people lifelong MetaZoo fans. The first story was this kid who might have been about 11 or 12 years old who bought about 30 convention packs, 2 packs at a time. Every time he opened the pack at the table, he got so excited about what he pulled that he came running back for more packs. When he pulled a sketch card, he was on top of the world. And the grand finale of this dude's adventure was when he spun the wheel and ended up winning a 20-pack box or a 50-pack box, I'm not sure which one, of convention cards. He went nuts. And after ripping all those packs and getting his promos, he actually sat down to learn how to play the game. I'm 100% certain that this experience made him a MetaZoo fan for life. It's only a matter of time before he starts making content on YouTube. The second story is about these 2 guys who have never heard of MetaZoo before that came to the booth to ask what MetaZoo was all about. They ended up buying 2 packs. The one guy bought 2 packs for him and then 2 packs for his friend. His first pack, he pulled a 2-star Bigfoot and his jaw dropped to the ground. Watching him hold that card like it was an OG Mothman hidden rare was fun to watch. His second pack was even better. He pulled a Lady Luck 3-star and almost cried from excitement. He sat there admiring the card and the texture for 10 straight minutes. He left happy as Mothman at a lantern festival. And before he left, he told me that he was going to start collecting MetaZoo. His friend, on the other hand, didn't really pull anything special, and he let him know by rubbing the awesome pulls in his friend's face. But that's just the way it goes. The last story is my favorite. Someone walked up to the booth and asked how much the Phoenix Full Art Convention Pack promo was to buy, the one that was on display at the booth, as he loves the story of the Phoenix. I told him that you can't buy that card. It's a prize for completing the convention promo pack chase. I told him that there are other Phoenix cards in the base set that he could pull. And he said, "So if I buy a pack, I'll get the Phoenix?" And I said, "Maybe, but most likely not," as I didn't want to promise him that he would get a Phoenix if he bought a pack. But he took the chance anyway and bought 1 pack. 1 pack. And guess what? Full hollow Phoenix. Can you believe it? It literally blew my mind. He was so happy, and now I believe that magic is real. It was actually one of the coolest card pulls I ever saw because he literally just walked up to a booth, wanted a card, bought 1 pack, and he got it. That's awesome. Before I finish this video, are you guys curious as to which sketch card promo I picked? Well, I hate to break it to you, but I didn't have time to complete the set and get the card. I was 1 card short. That's right, 1 card short. That's the way it goes sometimes, but guess what? I'll get it next time. This gives me enough time to decide which one I want. Hodag or Dragon of Encanto Falls. Either one of those. And one last thought. I was expecting a lot of people to come by the booth, know what MetaZoo was, but they didn't. There's a lot of people out there that MetaZoo is still new to. And that makes me so happy because I realize that there's so much potential with this game and these cards and this franchise. And I'm really excited. I'm super excited to see where this goes. Thank you guys for watching and enjoy this Jet Yates Uktena illustration card. And make sure you get yourself to a collectacon in the future. They are awesome. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.